Un vestiaire de rêve, de divinité couture. Plissé, tressage, couleurs poudrées, incrustations et plumes, dans la grande tradition maison. Et puis, t-shirt blanc, tailleur strict et combat boots. À la tête des collections de haute couture et de prêt-à-porter de la maison Dior, elle dénonce le patriarcat dans la mode. We should all be feminists. Sisterhood is global. We are all clitoridian women. Et fait du féminisme le nouvel objet du désir avec un message fort. Et si les femmes dirigeaient le monde? Grazia Chiuri, sur mesure. Good morning, Grazia Chiuri.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having us here.
I'm very happy to have you here.
Is this your
Office.
Your office?
This is my office. Normally it's my office. I'm very lucky because I have a beautiful terrace too and a very quiet and beautiful view of Paris.
Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming.
How do you feel in this strange period?
Was a moment very difficult in our life because in any case this pandemic crisis changed our personal life and also our way to work. In some way I think that work helped me to maintain my mood less depressed, because like you can imagine I made the lockdown in Italy where the impact of the crisis was very strong. Mm-hmm. And probably in that moment to work at the couture was a moment to escape of the reality, and with this idea of dreaming couture helped to me to feel less depressed.
Dior's presenting a creative video for haute couture instead of a show this season for obvious reasons. Let's talk about this format. How did you approach a couture presentation without a show?
That was in some way something very exciting because I immediately believed that it was important to create a new way to work in haute couture. So in my mind, I say, what like is possible to give the same emotion that can give to attend at the real show. Immediately for me was evident that the film is a way that you can create a dream. And I saw the beautiful film of Matteo Garrone, The Talents of Talents, that is a filmmaker, Italian filmmaker, that is also a friend that I really love. And during the lockdown, I called him and I say, oh, I have this idea, we can do a film together about couture. Because Matteo in some way is a director that is very artisanal director. And so like me, he worked at the film like I work at the couture show. It was amazing to work with him and to work also with the musician that is Paolo Buonvino, all in Rome during lockdown to create this project that I don't want to call them like a fashion show, but more like really a tale.
What story does this film tell?
The reference for me started from this important reference in the history of French, that is the Théâtre de la Mode. The idea was to create a trunk that in some way represent our couture house, Montaigne, that travel around the world with this clothes to promote the craftsmanship and the value of Dior haute couture.
We can see some of the models of the mini dresses. Is that how you call them?
Oh, I really want to call them in scale, because I don't want to call doll because it's an idea to child.
Yeah.
The approach for me was really an architectural approach, like Dior was in the past. So this is a real proportion scale of the real dress. And also the craftsmanship, they refine everything like a real dress, also the label, the button. They study each single details, also for embroidery, because we don't want to create something that is not a real collection. This is a real collection. Also, wedding dress is the first time because I never put the wedding dress
It's
in a
this one,
show.
right?
Yes, but I would like also to make this traditional dress that normally interests a lot of women that approach
Of course.
our couture house.
Which one is your favorite one?
Oh, it's very difficult to define, but this is one of my favorite. I really love this big gown because is also this could be for a wedding dress, but as this material that is really a toile, super light, that remember me also the toile that we normally use for to make the prototype. I love to work with this kind of craftsmanship and also the drapé on the corset, and also to use this idea to fringe the textile. So this is one of my favorite.
I think the women that wear haute couture are going to want a miniature version, a scale version.
Oh, I was so excited when I did the collection that I would like never finish to do it, but also the atelier, because we enjoy all together to realize this collection.
Maybe you have to do it again.
Why not?
It might become a Dior tradition.
And I think that give all has a big hope for the future, that also with this limitation to invent a new way to work, I think was very helpful for all the team.
You've been Dior's creative director since July 2016, and you are the first woman to hold this position. From the very beginning, you develop collaborations with feminist intellectuals and artists. What are some of the components of this female gaze? I know it's something that means a lot to you.
I believe the women are more inclusive. That's the real difference, and less obsessed with power. I think personally that they want more to share with other people, to have a dialogue with other people, and also a good capacity to listen other. I really believe in this collaboration. I want to thank you, Dior, that support me in this process to create not only a female gaze, but probably a female community to help other talents in a different category, photographer, to express themselves and to help them to realize their project. I was super happy when I arrived in Dior to call all women photographer for Dior campaign, because I think women has different approach. They consider women like a subject, not like an object. I think that the women has to start to see themselves between with their eye. This dialogue helped me to improve my culture, to know other point of view, people that come from other background, because we are not to forget that my background is Italian, this company is French, but at the end we are a global company, we are a global brand. I think that we are working all in the same direction. I am very happy that all the system want to change, but in some way not easy. There are a lot of stereotyped ideas in our mind. We have to try to open our mind to understand more. And that is necessary also a good background and academic background, because sometimes I see that the intolerance comes from ignorance. And education is very important. So probably we have to open the new generation. I hope that the access to education can help to change the think, because only in this way we can change the world, not only fashion.
And fashion can have a message, it can be political.
Yes, fashion is very popular. Fashion is pop, fashion attract a lot of people, so I think could be a good media.
What about Paris? As an Italian living here and working obviously in one of the most prestigious French houses in the world, what's it like to be
I love Paris. So interesting. It's like to discover a new city because I went in Paris very often before, but it's not the same thing to live here. So I'm a very curious person, so I would like to know everything about the French culture, everything about this city. The city is beautiful. There are a lot of exhibitions. That is very exciting. Now that they are closed, I'm so sad because I spend a lot of time to visit all the exhibitions. It's so international. But at the same time, I discover also more my Italian background because when you also that I'm very privileged. In any case, I change my style of life in Paris, and so in some way you understand also your rule. Your
what makes you Italian?
Yes,
yeah.
how much I'm Italian. I discovered that I'm so Italian more in Paris than before. Honestly,
It's funny you say that. I have the same feeling. I live in London, and I feel like when I'm in London, I'm very French.
Yes, it's strange, but when you go in another country, you discover more about yourself. That helped me a lot.
What's different between the Italians and the French then? Something that really stands out to you?
The first thing that French are more formal, Italian are completely informal people, and more, probably because we are Mediterranean. So, in any case, French is the north. We are in the south. I'm in Rome, much more south. So, and the approach is completely different. But at the same time, I think that we can have a very fantastic dialogue.
Very true. And what about Parisian women? They're supposed to be very chic. I know Italian women are also, Italian women and men are considered to be very chic as well. Do you get inspired on the streets?
Oh yes, I look at everybody around the street. I remember much more the look on the street that the people in the magazines because I'm obsessed to look around all the people. I'm very fascinated. Also because you find like they personalize in a different way also what I do.
Is there anything in fashion that you don't like?
It's a very difficult question. Fashion is my passion. I really start to work in fashion because in my idea is an expression of a freedom. I started to work in fashion when I was very young, when I was only 22 years old. So at the time, fashion was not the same thing that it is now, that is a big industrial. And the company was more small, more familiar, and also the guys that worked, I remember me with my other colleague to work in fashion was really a way to, like a new startup, something completely unknown. This kind of energy, I think, we have to maintain. We are not to forget that we are artisan, that we are dreaming, dreamer.
And that's exactly what haute couture is.
Yes, absolutely.
Like
But I want to maintain also in pret-à-porter, in all the category. Yeah. I want to be excited every day I come to the office, and I want to realize something new with a creative way, to discover a new craftsmanship. I think this is the beauty of fashion.
That's such a beautiful message. I would think that with all our guests, we've asked them to show us an object, something that means something to them, something personal to do with the new collection.
Oh, it's so difficult, but I want to show this because I think it's just a little bit crazy. This intarsia between the different material in a double cashmere, and like also inside is super clean, is a coat, and I really love that also this jacket we can open, and everything is super real, and also like the jacket that is in double. I think that is evident the passion and the love of the atelier to realize all these clothes. I'm really happy that this project maintain the dream, but at the same time is really for real women.
It's incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you.